guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm really excited. I have this gorgeous folio here to do a flip through with you guys. But before I do that, I'm going to just do a flip through of two of my new kits because they are predominantly what I used to make this folio. So I'm just going to put it on my lap, just move these bits and pieces out of the way. So there's two kits and they're both very Victorian in style, and they just complement each other so well. So I'm just going to kind of show you them, through them, and then we'll kind of look at the folio that I made, obviously using them. So this one here is called Victorian Gallery, and it's a purchase in two separate, halves kit. I mean, that's how I've been doing my kits recently. Because I think that gives people the most flexibility for how they want to purchase. You can just purchase the ephemera pieces, or you can just purchase the, background pages. So these are the background pages. And I have printed all of these onto, it's 250 GSM photo quality card / paper. But it's really nice and thick. And you get a good selection of the pages. Very Victorian, like I say, in their style, and lots of florals and yummy goodies, and yeah, just really enjoyed using this kit. And I just can picture myself using this endlessly, really. So yeah, I really hope that you guys like it as well. And then this is the ephemera part of the kit. So you get lots of these gorgeous Victorian floral cards. You've got these journal cards. I mean, how pretty are they? Just love them. And just, like I say, I can just see these being used over and over and over in all different things. Then I've got this one here. Again, just really pretty and just so versatile. I can just picture them going with so many different things. Tags and the frames. Then these here, again, all different kind of nice ephemera pieces, the little frames and things, just things that are going to be super useful and super versatile. And then you've got the journal cards, but in smaller, smaller size there. So that's the ephemera part of the kit. So that one is called Victorian Gallery, and this one here is called Victorian Springtime. So I'm just going to separate out the ephemera and the background pages again, so we can kind of have a flip through the background pages first. So again, lots of really pretty kind of authentic Victorian details. And yeah, I mean, I really love both of these kits so much. Not quite sure which one I actually prefer. I don't know whether I have a preference. I just think they're both so pretty and just work so well together. And hopefully you will really think that they do, and kind of see what I'm saying when we go through the folio that I made using these kits. So, and this one here, just in case you're kind of thinking, oh, that's very similar to the other one. It is very similar. But obviously one is, if I just get it out and show you, one is on the darker background and one is on the paler. So, although they are very similar, and that's what I say about these kits really complementing each other well, because there's very similar kind of things going on, but they've got their own unique, pieces. So yeah, that's that one. This one here. This one here. I mean, aren't these just the most beautiful florals? Like, wow. Really love them. So yeah, I just really like these kits, to be honest. They're just really perhaps my favorite kits, actually. But definitely at the moment anyway. So yeah, just really had a lovely time creating them and a lovely time working with them to make the folio. Then we've got this ephemera kit. So you've got 4 of the larger size journaling cards. Then you have 4 here as well. Then you've got 4 with no background. So these ones here, they have got the background so that you can cut them with a border. So you can cut around like that. These ones, obviously, they're on the plain background, so they're just kind of more conventional kind of journal cards. Then you've got this page of tags. I have to say, absolutely love these tags so much. They're just so pretty. And again, I can just see them working with so many different things. Just, yeah, really kind of love them. Then you've got this page with an envelope. And again, you've got some more of those little frames, which really kind of... you know, would look really, really good. So that one. And then you've got this page with this gorgeous selection here of, again, they're frames, but they're obviously different frames. And you've got these ones with this, I don't know really what you would call this, but this, it's almost like a locket kind of style thing on the top. So again, really, really pretty, and yeah, just lovely. Then you've got this page with a whole bunch of different kind of like fussy cut label-y type bits that I just think are really, again, fun to use and, you know, really fun to kind of layer them up and do things with. Then you've got these small journal cards here, again on the background, so you can cut them out, including the background, which then just gives them a border. And then you've got these ones here, again, these gorgeous 4 journal cards, and then these little frames here. So that's the ephemera part of the kit. So yeah, I mean, they're really, really lovely kits, and you know, like I say, I just had such a wonderful time when I you know, created them and worked with them. So I really hope that you love them. So let's have a look at the folio that I made. Now I'm just going to try and raise my camera. Hold on. Okay, so this is about as high as I can get the camera without it kind of like, you know, compromising, like being slanted, if you see what I mean. So really lovely folio, and yeah, I just had such a nice time. So let's just see the size of this. So it is 6.5 by just over 9 inches. Now it's quite chunky, but not too chunky, so you know, reasonable. Now the outside of the folio, I'm trying to actually remember whether I made this from envelopes. I think I made it from envelopes. Hard to remember, to be honest, but yeah, I think I made it from envelopes. I think I made it from those internal envelope style things. Now the closure is just sari silk, and all it is like these kind of 2 that are stitched together, and it's just wrapped around and then tucked in on itself. So, you know, that's all that the closure is. Now the cover itself is covered in this gorgeous red velvet, and this was just from an old skirt of mine, which I've just kind of like wrapped around. You've just got a couple of little bits there. Now when I sell this, obviously I will be putting my little Handmade by Shabbydabbydoodah logo on here, but you know, the back is just kind of plain. You've just got some lace covering the spine bit here, and then a whole bunch of different things going on the front. Again, this is one of those images from the Victorian Springtime, I think. Now once we go inside, I'm not going to have a clue which was from which kit, I'm afraid, so I apologise now, but yeah, it will all be a blur. But yeah, this is the cover. Lots and lots of different bits of lace and flowers and lovely yummy bits going on here. We've got this button with the streamer type bits here as well, and just super pretty. So going inside, just love how all these colours look. So we have got a little foldy flip here, and I've covered it with some of the background papers. This is definitely Victorian Gallery. We've got a wax seal here with some ribbon, some lace. One of my vintage photographs, I've got some new sets of vintage photographs in my shop, so that's one of those. Then tucked in there, you've got, this is some genuine, authentic vintage ephemera, and you've just got one of these little vintage pins through there. So, you know, you've got quite a few genuine vintage bits in this folio as well, which I think is really nice. You've got a label up here and a genuine vintage postage stamp on some lace. And then going over, inside the envelope, we've got, some other bits layered on there. Can't remember, I'm afraid, which of the 2 kits this is all from. A little label, and then a cluster up here and some lace. And then going inside this envelope, again, you've got a little flippy pad with just some paper scraps. And then here, these are some genuine, authentic pieces. No, they're not. They're not. Take that back. This is not genuine and authentic vintage. This is one of those Titanic postcards that I got when I was away on my cruise. And we went to the Titanic Museum, and what I've done, I've crumpled it up and really made it look vintage. I mean, so much so it fooled me, to be honest. I thought it was vintage. No, it's not. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of screwed up and everything, because I creased it to really get it looking good, because I mean, it obviously looked really brand new. Love how that turned out. And then we've got coffee dyed journal card there, and then a journal card here which I've made and stitched around on the sewing machine and just kind of, you know, layered some bits and pieces up. So that goes in there. Then we've got a flip down. Now this again, not sure, this might be Victorian Springtime, I think, and some of those little frame type label pieces from that background page, and then inside those I just tucked more frames for little journaling pieces, and then you've just got a little vintage, not vintage, you know, number tab there. And then this is a pocket, and in the top of that pocket I just popped in again some genuine vintage ephemera in the form of this invoice or receipt, I'm not quite sure which, but yeah, it's genuine ephemera pieces with some vintage pins there, and yeah, that all just tucks in there like that. Oops, like that. Oh, come on, like that. The flip down, then you've got another little journal card on there. You've got some ribbon down the bottom. Sorry, I'm struggling to fit this in. Some ribbon down the bottom, and then this is actually a pocket as well, so tucked in there again. This is some more vintage, you know, genuine vintage ephemera, and that just goes in there like that. That closes, and then going across, some bits here, one of my coloured bows, flower, little ribbon tab there, and then tucked into here. Oops, that's a bit of a tight squeeze. It was not this tight. Oh, or perhaps it's actually glued in now. Oh, that would be typical. Yeah. Oh gosh, so sorry. The amount of times that I do things like this, you would have thought that I would learn, wouldn't you? But no, I don't appear to ever learn. Right, okay. Might just have a photograph stuck in there now. Oh, okay, right, I have now torn through that, so I do apologise. It's got a printable vintage ephemera photograph. Let me just see whether I've got, because I've put some bits here beside my desk. Right, you've got this one now, as well as that. So yeah, I'm just going to put that in there. Obviously that one I haven't inked it up or anything like that, but you know, that's in there as well, just to make up for the torn one. And then going over, we've got some bits here, and a pocket. Now this here, this is one of those frames, and then here we've got this Phyllis Dethick. That was my nan, and this is her actual writing. It was taken off of her vintage sheet music, which when she passed, I think I said that she'd left me kind of the contents of her sideboard, which kind of contained books and things like that. And there was all this old sheet music, and she'd written her name on the fronts of a few of them. So I just tore her name out and just put it on there. So that's genuine, you know, from when she was actually a child, that was. So, you know, and she died, she was 105. So I think she was born at something like 1914. So super old. And then you've got a pocket here, which again, for some reason I have actually missed putting something in, which you wonder how I did really miss putting something in. But anyway, and then here we've got, this is some printable, coffee dyed and vintaged up. And then this is just some purchased kind of, yeah, I don't know, copy of some sheet music from Amazon. So that goes in there. Then this here, you've got a little foldy flip, you could journal on there, and then just some bits and pieces layered up on here, and this gorgeous wax seal. Love how that looks. I've put some gold on there as well. It looks lovely. And then tucked in here, again, I made another journal card. Love how that looks. And then here, just a couple of vintage postcards, again, authentic vintage postcards in there. So, you know, really keeping with the theme of lots of genuine or authentic vintage stuff. Then this is a pocket tucked in here, or, you know, in here. You've then got a flip out up there, and then a butterfly and a little tab, and yeah, some lace and things. And then here we've got a postcard again from the Titanic Museum. Again, I've aged it all and sort of crumpled it up and things, and it really does look very vintage. Then here you've just got a little foldy book, and again, just tucked in some of the journal cards. So like I say, this is a mix of the the Victorian Gallery and the Victorian Springtime. And yeah, I couldn't really tell you which, I'm afraid now. These two here are from the Parisian something. Vintage Parisian or something. I can't remember the name, I'm afraid, but they're not from the Springtime or the Gallery kits. But yeah, so you have more pages in here and a little layered up piece on the front. So it looks really, really pretty. And that just all tucks in here. Like that. Then going over the page here, I've got obviously one of those policy closure style things. So that just wraps around like that. You've got the envelope flap. Then you've got this little flap up here. Again, some little bits clustered up and layered up. So that just opens up like that. And then here we've got just a little belly band made from the upholstery fabric and one of my vintage circles. And then again, some more genuine, authentic vintage ephemera. Be careful with a lot of these because a lot of them have got those pins in. And yeah, I mean, that one actually just, you know, caught me. I mean, it's not too bad, but yeah, just be a bit careful. You know, I've included them because I thought they're cool, but you know, some are a little bit sharp. So just, yeah, whoever buys it, just be a bit careful. So that goes in there, and then tucked into the side, you've got a big roomy pocket here, and tucked in there, I've got, what is this? This is a flippy pad done inside a kind of cover. So we've got this here, which again, actually I've missed a pocket. So let me just again put something in that pocket. Okay, so just pop that in there like that. And then tucked up, opened up, you've just got like a little flippy pad. So lots of room for journaling in there. A mix of, you know, tracing paper obviously on the front, and then various different thicknesses of paper, coffee dyed and food coloured paper there. So quite a few pages there, quite a bit of journaling space. That just goes into that pocket. And then you've also got another little kind of journal here with again some more little pages in there, and then another pocket on the front, and again just a couple of the journal cards from I think Victorian Gallery, but I wouldn't swear by it, and a couple of bits there, and yeah, layered up on the front. This purple paper is not from these kits, it's from the Myrtle Cottage kit. So yeah, just in case you wondered what that was. And then here we've just got a little envelope with a little flippy pad inside like that. So, and this is from that gorgeous haberdashery paper pad that I was lucky enough to be gifted two of in Happy Mails. Just going to quickly pop some glue there just to hold that flower petal down. But yeah, I just thought it looked lovely. And then this is a genuine vintage picture here from a vintage book, which I just thought, oh, it all just goes really, really nicely. So yeah, that's kind of everything in that pocket. So I mean, just in that pocket alone, you've got, you know, a surprising amount of journaling type things. And then this wraps around obviously here like that, and around like that. One of those gorgeous little wax cabochon things. Now I have got a tutorial on that. I don't know whether I've done it yet. So yeah, if I haven't, it's coming soon. But I love that. And I have to say, it kind of killed me to put it in here because I was trying to hoard it. Then going over, we've got kind of the whole thing all over again. So more full, stuffed full bits. So again, another policy closure here, wrapped around. Now, when that opens, we've got obviously another big pocket in here, and tucked in there, I just made one of those beautiful little, you know, journals. I have to say, I've really glued that on very wonky, and I hadn't obviously noticed that until now. So I do apologise, whoever buys this. That's very, very wonky and crooked. I think because I glued it not with my hot glue, but my wet glue. And obviously it kind of slid around a bit. And yeah, anyway, I do apologise. I'm shocked at how wonky that is. And then you've got, you know, various pages for journaling in here. Again, a combination of coffee dyed and food coloured paper. And then you've also got some little bits just paper clipped on with one of my faux rusted paper clips. Just a couple of my new photograph principles and some more bits from that Pink Parisian kit. That's the name of it. It suddenly came to me. So they all clip on there, and then you've got obviously a pocket. Oh no, you haven't got a pocket there. I glued it up, sorry, just so it was kind of more secure. So that goes in there. Then you've got a big pocket here. Again, I made another journal card. That just tucks in like that. And then you've got here another pocket, and you've got another journal card that I made. And this is a genuine vintage postcard. Again, killing me to put that in there because that's such a gorgeous postcard, isn't it, to be honest? So yeah, kind of like shocked that I've decided to part with that. So yeah, that's in there. And then in here I've just left this loose. Did I leave this loose or did I get this? Oh no, this was tucked in that pocket as well. This is one of those Crafty Cat envelopes, and you've got these big pockets, which again, can you believe I've left them empty? What is wrong with me? So I'm just going to tuck in couple of my vintage printable photographs. Again, they haven't been inked on the back, so they will need inking. So I do apologise for that, but yeah, better to have them than not have them is what I think. So I'm just going to tuck those in like that. And then on the front cover, you've got a pocket. Again, another one of those vintage printable photographs. Lots of things layered up. This is the Pink Poses paper. So again, this paper is not from either of the kits. Then tucked in here, you've got a pocket, and again, it's one of those Titanic Museum postcards. Again, very vintaged up, you know, looks to me very authentic anyway. This I think is another pocket, but again, it's got nothing in it. And then paper clips on here again with one of those rusted paper clips. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. We have a foldy flip. So you've got more journaling space there. And then you've got some other journal cards, so one under and one over. So yeah, isn't it hard to remember what you do sometimes, and then you know you're kind of wondering why things aren't opening, and it's like, oh, it's not meant to open, it was done like a flip out. So yes, right, wind that round like that. Okay. And then here on this side, again, another little foldy, and then you've got a pocket here with just a little piece in. And then in here, you've got another little pocket. And again, just put another little kind of booklet. That just goes into there. A little flower on there with a cluster. And then here, I just kind of cut the butterfly, and I have to say I made a terrible job of cutting that. So again, I just hold my hands up to just terrible cutting. But that's on there, acting as a tuck spot, just hold a couple of bits in. Up here, you've got another little pocket, which I haven't put anything in because I think I'm struggling to think what would go in there that's very tiny. Yeah, I don't know whether I've got anything to hand that I can really put in there. And to be honest, once I've finished the video, I will doubtless forget to do it. Ah, there we go. Right. So you now have a journaling card in there. Again, another one of those photos, a flower there. And then this side, you've just got a couple of layered up bits, wax seal and some ribbon, and then just a stamped image there that just tucks into that pocket like that. And then here we've got another little foldy bit and another one of those gorgeous, you know, upholstery belly bands. Again, I've done a tutorial for these, but I don't know whether I've put the tutorial up yet or whether it's just yet to come. And then tucked in there, I've just got one of those little foldy pieces there with one of my vintage circles. You've got some letter there, coffee dyed to look vintage, and then just another piece here from, you know, just from Amazon. And that all just tucks into that belly band like that. And then going over, you've got one of those jigsaw puzzle pieces. Again, this I have done a tutorial for recently. Again, I don't know whether that's up or whether that's yet to come. So, but if it hasn't, then it's coming up soon. And then here I've just got another genuine piece of vintage ephemera. That just tucks in there. Here I've just paper clipped on, oops, again, some vintage ephemera there. This I think is a printable. I couldn't even tell you where this came from. I've had it for years just floating about. And then in here you've got another journal card and then another genuine piece of ephemera. That just tucks in like that, and that all then paper clips back. Then I'll just show you this side before I cover it up with the paper clip. That just clips in there. And then again, another one of those Titanic Museum postcards. I mean, I just love how these turned out. They've really come out vintage, I must say. Really love them. And then this is just some authentic vintage ephemera. I mean, it is torn. That's how it was when I got that. But I just thought it's such a lovely little scrap. I wanted to include it. And then tucked in here, again, another authentic vintage postcard. And then another journal card in there. This all paper clips then, oops, up like that, along with that. And then here, I've just included one of those patinaed bulldog clips. And that's clipping this little kind of pad on here. Now this pad, I've just secured it with the string. So you've got the first page, you've got those lovely wide eyelets with some lace running down. And then some of this baker's twine, and that's all that's holding all of this together. So you can obviously take these pieces of paper out and you can use them exactly as you like because they're just held together with the string. So just undo the bow and they'll all come apart, and then you can do what you like with those. But yeah, lots of journaling space again in there. And then you've just got a pocket here, and again, tucked in some more printable with coffee dye. Half a label there with this gorgeous wax seal and some ribbon, little bit of lace there and things, and that just goes in that pocket. And then finally you have this back pocket with, again, a couple more of the journal cards tucked in there, so more space for journaling. So it's a massive folio, and to be honest, you know, it's got tons and tons of journaling space. I mean, I really hope you like it. I had such a wonderful time making it, like I say, and you know, just, oh, I loved working with both those kits, and actually found that they went with such a lot of different things. You know, you could see I'd incorporated quite a few other things with them because they actually went really well with a whole bunch of different things. Oops, no, I've done this wrong. They went with such a bunch of different things. So yeah, I really hope that you like the folio. I hope you like the kits. The folio itself, I will be offering it to, I've just got 2 ladies, I think, at the moment on my waiting list. So I will be offering it to them first. But, you know, I mean, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. So it may well be in my shop. And yeah, the kits are also available, obviously, in my Etsy shop as digitals. And yeah, I really, really hope that you like everything. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks then. Bye.